Nithyananam, this is Bodhana, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about Sadashivoham2016, the 21-day spiritual retreat that's happening in the Bengaluru Adinam in South India, December 1st to 21st. Since I've been here in India, Swamiji's been working with us to get ready for Sadashivoham, trying out the various alchemy products that he's making to hold the energy of enlightenment, to take us to the 11 dimensions. What I'm going to do is share with you a little bit about some of the experiences I've already had that are available to you in this 21-day program. So first of all, let's start by saying if you're looking for a spiritual retreat that includes daily yoga, you'll have it in Sadashivoham. I'm part of the Nithyananda Yoga team that will be teaching Nithyananda Yoga. It's a beautiful practice. You'll find your body getting strong, energized, and in shape, flexible, a yogic body at the end of the 21 days. If you're looking for amazing food, there's going to be plenty of food choices, including South Indian food, as well as other choices. So for those of you that are foodies, it's going to be an amazing program. If those of you are looking for a place to do something with your whole family, I've never seen a more amazing spiritual retreat because I've been on others. This is something you can do whether you have an infant, whether you have teenagers, whether you have grown children, grandparents, whatever it is. The whole family can come and actually evolve into enlightenment together, which nothing could be more beautiful. Finally, the process itself. If you're a spiritual seeker, if you've wanted to come out of something like a health, wealth, or relationship problem, or you simply want to expand into all the dimensions of yourself, there is nothing better than to come to one of these 21-day programs by Paramahamsa Nithyananda. But what makes Sadashivoham 2016 different is the products, the alchemy products, the products of technology, Vedic technology that he's going to be giving. Actually, technology from the Agamas of Shiva. So first I want to describe the sacred eyeliner. This is called Jnananjana, and we were introduced to the sacred eyeliner in one of our first sessions here with Swamiji. We put the sacred eyeliner on, and he initiated us, and immediately we got into partners. One partner was blindfolded, and the other partner gave the blindfolded one a picture or writing something on a piece of paper. So what happened for me is there was a piece of paper in my hand, which I was looking at through my third eye, but you know, my eyes were blindfolded. And immediately I actually saw Swamiji on a horse, and he was riding on the horse toward a stone building. So I started describing the building. And as I was describing it, my partner was exclaiming because I was describing the building that was in the picture. And this is something that Swamiji said would happen, is that we would be able to see in 3D high definition in color. So my very first experience with the Jnananjana, the sacred eyeliner, is that's exactly what happened. Now, of course, this is fun and maybe a little bit like Harry Potter, but a lot of people will ask, well, what utility value does it have? I'm telling you that when you start using your third eye, when you start seeing through it, the clarity that you have in making decisions, the way that the decisions come out of you with no thought, just clear, it's like a total you is engaged in this decision. All of this is just happening. Lack of self-doubt. So for me, it's the first time ever I can really feel like I've experienced not one bit of self-doubt when I'm using my third eye. Now, the next thing that happened is Swamiji was having us work with the Balasans, who'd been trained into using Jnananjana on these granite slabs. Actually, you might have already seen in one of the videos that we're all receiving this little metal case, and it has a mirror on one side and a little granite slab on the other. So what happened in this, Swamiji trained the Balasans to be able to project an image into the Jnananjana on the granite slab, and then the slab could be held up and we could actually watch it like it was a TV, for example. Swamiji said that in Meenakshi's time, every household would have had one of these. He also said that this is exactly how the astrology, knowledge of astronomical things was communicated through this type of technology. So what happened for me is after the balasants were initiated, I was sitting with actually 2 people, and the black Yanajana was rubbed onto the granite slab. And then Swamiji suggested that we all see an image of him. So the balasant was instructed to entangle their third eye with my third eye. Entanglement is a quantum physics principle that you can look up. But basically, by entangling our third eyes, whatever they can see projected onto this slab, then I would also be able to see. So we're talking about a fairly large slab, maybe 2 by 2, but sometimes the amount of Yanajana was only like maybe 4 inches by 4 inches, a little tiny space. I was kind of looking for a bigger TV screen than that, thinking if it's bigger, I might be able to see it. Anyway, the balasant started projecting their image of Swamiji into the slab. So now I'm looking. This time my eyes aren't closed, they're open, and I'm staring intently just onto this piece of rock with this black on it. And immediately I started to see, except that's the hard thing to say, because in a way it's not, I'm not sure if I saw it inside like my forehead or if I saw it on the slab, but definitely first I saw Swamiji's face in the likeness that he has now with a beard. Then the image of Swamiji started to move back, like from a perspective, so that as in perspective, as a figure would move back in space, how it would become smaller. And as this figure moved back in space and became smaller, also, it wasn't just Swamiji's face, it became his whole form. But at the same time, this form was getting bigger and bigger, so that it was taking up much more room, like in the contrast of, let's say, a planet, this form was starting to be the size of an actual planet. Now, at the same time this was happening, something started happening in my ears. It's like, it's a sensation of intense pressure, but also there's a sound that feels like inside. This was happening the whole time that the form of Swamiji was moving perspective-wise back. Then something started spinning. I can't say that his form itself was spinning, but it was almost as if it was the universe, or it was planets, or that's mostly I can say it was like the universe started spinning and spinning. And this was going along with the sensation and sound in my ears. And somehow, with the whole of Swamiji, which was no longer Swamiji, but it was the whole. I'm not going to be able to describe it very well because it was a scene that filled my whole body. It was no longer something just my eyes were seeing. It was like my whole being and body was involved in this scene. And this whole went on and on, where it was a wholeness of the universe. And then the balasant said, okay, why don't we open our eyes were open, why don't we finish and come back and share what we said, or saw, excuse me. So the amazing thing is what I experienced was exactly what the person had projected onto the screen, and exactly what she experienced, including the ears, the pressure, the sound, the going from the face form into that whole form. So this was product number 2 that Swamiji was describing, and you can see how much fun it had, or how much fun I had with it. And again, what is the utility value? What happens anytime we experience this? We just gain so much more confidence on ourselves, plus something's happening in the brain, whole brain engagement. Something's also happening in the hormones, where there's a separation from the hormones and the intelligence, so that the hormones are no longer affecting our intelligent decisions. When you come to Sadashivoham2016, every single day there's going to be an initiation or something like this happening, a gift given to us by Swamiji. It's going to be the most amazing, rapid transformation that's been ever experienced by thousands of people, all in the same place at the same time. I'm so excited for this event, and I'm so excited for all of you that have decided to get out of the matrix and come to Sadashivoham 2016. If you don't know the matrix reference, maybe I'll go into that in the next video. So looking forward to seeing you there. Nityanandam.